Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. So students, we are here to presentation about performance appraisal methods. Before we start our presentation, I will introducing my team members. My name is Nur Asharatul Ashirah and my member is Nur Amira Syahirah, Nurul Ain, Siti Nur Atikah dan Nur Rabiatul Ashikin. This is my group members. So here I start my presentation. Part 1 is trade system. Trade system refer to rating evaluation for each employee's trait or characteristic, such as quality of work, quantity of work, appearance, dependability, cooperation, initiative, decision-making ability, and creativity. Trade approach does have limitation. Trade assessment focus attention on employees rather than on job performance. Employees may simply become defensive rather than trying to understand the role that the particular trade plays in shaping their job performance and taking corrective actions. Trade system type of performance appraisal method requiring and raters. Example, supervisor or customers evaluate each employee's trait or characteristic. Comparison system evaluate a given employee's performance against that of others employees. Employees are ranked from the best performer to the purest performer. In the simplest form, supervisor rank each employee and establish a performance hierarchy such that the employees which the best performer receive the highest ranking. Employees may be ranked on overall performance or on various traits. Comparison system type of performance appraisal method require raters or supervisors evaluate a given employee's performance against other employees' performance attainments. Employees are ranked from the best performer to the purest performer.
7.7.2.1 Force distribution method. An alternative approach called a force distribution method (PA) and sometimes referred to as a stack rating system. Many companies use force distribution to minimize the tendency for supervisors to rate most employees as excellent performers. Supervisors often provide positive performance ratings to most of their employees because they do not to alienate them. Force distribution method tend to be based on as few as 3 levels. The best performers are placed in the top 20%, in the next group in the middle 70%, the poorest performing group in the bottom 10%, the underperformers being given a time to improve their performance. Example of force distribution method. A manager of XYZ Corporation is selecting 30 employees can be instructed to put 5 employees each in the outstanding and the poor category, whereas 20 will fall in the range of average performance. In this manner, the rate manager has forced the distribution of level of performance of each of the 30 employees into one of the 3 categories.
Behavioral system rate employees on extent to which they display successful job performance behavior. In contrast to trade and comparison method, behavioral method rate objective job behavior. When correctly developed and applied, behavioral model provide results that are relative, free error and bias. 3 main types of behavioral system: critical incident technique, behavioral answer rating scale, and behavioral observation scale.
Critical incident technique CIT require job incumbent and their supervisor to identify performance incidents that distinguish successful performance from unsuccessful one. The CIT tend to be useful because this procedure requires extensive documentation that identifies successful and unsuccessful job performance behavior by both the employee and supervisor. The critical incident technique is often used in user interview. The participant is usually asked for both positive and negative feedback. Behavioral Anchor Rating Scale bars. Based on the CIT, and this scale are developed in the same fashion with one exception. The designer of bars write the incident as expectation to emphasize the fact that the employees does not have demonstrate the exact behaviors that characterize a particular job would take many pages of description. It is not feasible to place example of all job behavior on the scale.
Next, Behavioral Observation Scale (BOS). Behavioral Observation Scale (BOS) displays illustrations of positive incidents of job performance for various job dimensions. BOS is developed in the same way as a BARS instruments, except that it incorporates only positive performance behaviors. The BOS method tends to be difficult and time-consuming to develop and maintain.
Result-based system. Result-based performance appraisal method focus on measurable outcomes such as individual or team sales, customer service, rating, productivity, and reduced incident of workplace. The selection of result ledgers depend on three factors. Number one is relevance of the result that may be used to judge a company progress toward meeting its strategic goal. Number two is the reliability which result can be measured. Number three is the result measure is truly a measure of performance over which an employee has the resource and latitude to achieve the desired result.
The most effective PA technique is also management by objective MBO because supervisor and employees determine objective for employees to meet during the rating period and employees appraise how they have achieved their objective. MBO is used mainly for managerial and professional employees and typically evaluate employees' progress towards strategic planning objective. Employees and supervisor together determine particular objective tied to corporate strategies. Employees are expected to attain this objective during the rating period. The crucial phase of the MBO process requires that challenging but attainable objective and standard be established of the objective with their superiors. Another result-oriented practice is the work standard method. This method compares each employee's performance to a predetermined standard or expected level of output. Standard reflect the normal output of an average worker operating at normal pace. Firm may apply work standard to virtually all types of job, but production job generally receive the most attention. The work standard method often coupled with a particular incentive pay plan known as the piecework plan.